Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They start on the ground with Geis. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Jacksonville.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The tackle by
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 16 yards of first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle by
if these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On play action, it's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From a yard out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line, it's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 17-0 our score after 1.
Chargers, nothing.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd and a long way to go. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, Marvin.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, they go with Mostert again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Miles.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a long
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikhil Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a run with Geis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. This one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Now Minshew. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Minshew. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
On the tackle. It's second down.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they